I can still see the light at the end of the tunnel shine through the dark times even when I lose my mind, but it feels like no one in the
P.O.D was one of the first bands who openly expressed their Christian faith and didn't receive any backlash for it. In 2006, several bands, including Underoath, voiced their loyalty to Christianity and didn't get much flack for it thanks to P.O.D breaking down those barriers. Before the late 90s and early 2000s, any band, from bee-colored rocker Striper to a slew of others who revealed a devotion to the religion, had received criticism and were never taken seriously. We asked P.O.D a few months back if they knew they were breaking through the barriers of Stereotype and knew they were paving the way for Christian bands to be taken more seriously.
I don't think we want problem. I think it's just something that just comes with, being the first at doing it, you know what I mean? Or being the first to get the opportunity to go to MTV and go in front of these people and just, tell people who P.O.D is about and what we're about. So, it's cool, man, to see other people, be able to do things based on the doors that we opened up.
Cool. We happen to be successful and sell millions of records, then all of a sudden, the guy behind the glass is like, okay, I can make money. So now they're not prejudiced against people actually saying what they want to say in their music and not singing what, the labels want them to, or just about nonsense or every same old rock and roll typical cookie cutter stuff. They're like, okay, these guys have a voice. Obviously, that's why they're in music. Let's allow them to say what they want to say because somebody's listening. And in the back of that, we'll make some money off them. So, hey, if that's the case, hey, at least these guys are being heard for once and not being pushed aside. And because the fact that we came out and said, hey, we're believers and we make music, we sold records, then, they start to look in all these other worlds and say, well, let's sign these groups. They're like P.O.D. Let's sign these guys. Let's give them a chance, and so good for them.
Underoath is currently touring the country on the Warped Tour, while P.O.D is battling for their major label lives. Their most recent album, Testify, wasn't exactly on Atlantic Records' priority list, and the band has been grounded with no summer tour dates.